On relationships, one of the topics I wanted to highlight, because we usually always cover like a relationship type of something here on the show, and one of the big ones, we called it a superficial check, because everybody on some level, it's no matter you want to say, oh, I'm in love with this person because of the person. You had to have seen the person, know nothing about the person, then you said, oh, I want to hit it, or I want to know more about the person, or something. It's all about the superficial stuff, people. It's not just me. All right?
There has to be that initial
there's something.
Connection.
Yes, there definitely is something. So what we did was that we asked you guys, does the person that you're with, do they have to be perfect? Do they have to be a perfect 10, or as close to possible as a perfect 10? Or would you settle for like a 6? A 6 is not a bad number. So round, nice number. It's a little bit more than average, because average is 5.
See, now if I was on this show when we talk about that, my first response would have been, well, it depends.
What?
Does that sound familiar?
That's like so original. SC comes like the most original comments like ever.
It depends.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use that one these days.
Yes, it does though. Like, what do you rate a 6? Like, is it based on your own personal scale?
I guess everybody have their own personal scale, but like on your personal scale, whatever a 6 is, unless you can't tell me like, I don't know, Kobe Bryant is a 10, but then you would take like, I don't know, how do you get off from Kobe? Let's
Shaq's
move on.
not that hard.
No, Shaq is like a. Let's not take back that number. We're not doing that here. This is a recap. Okay, we're not having a real discussion. This is an absolute. This is just a recap.
I wasn't here to discuss before.
So go ahead. So give me your point. Would you take a little bit less than perfect?
I cannot give my personal opinion.
Oh, she just said. She was doing that because it depends. I asked her what her comment is, and she has no comment for me.
Because it depends.
What does it depend on, SC? Give me 1, 2, 3. Okay. What does it depend on?
Okay, first of all, it depends on what you're really looking for at the time in your life. Okay. Like, if you're trying to find a serious relationship, or if you're trying to just get
serious relationship. Let's keep there. Serious relationship. We're not looking for one night stand, because one night stands, you don't have to be ugly, you don't have to be pretty. You just
in and
out, bam bam.
Everybody has types.
Okay.
Sometimes, but there are times when you realize your type has to change.
This is interesting. That's true.
It's really interesting.
That's very true.
So it's not. I don't think you should have like a set standard. You
have an idea though. You have like some type of like gray.
There's some stuff that you don't want. Like, that's always so certain. Like, like obviously you want someone who's hygienic.
Okay.
And somebody that's pleasant on the eye.
How can you get so deep on a superficial question? We posed a superficial question.
Never mind.
Oh, the hygiene.
Never mind.
And the mind and the intellect and the. I asked about what?
Fine, superficial. Yes, there should be a grading scale. Fine. You should have your number 10 standard, and you should be able to decide whether you'll settle for a 6 or not, because it's your choice. It's your privilege as a woman.
Did you really just say that? As a woman. You know what's really weird though? My big thing on this show was like, I feel so many people, and I think I kind of fall in that trap too, whether it's friendships or whatever, but I think you pass up on a lot of good relationships with people because of this idealistic thing you have in your mind, and this is not the type of person you want to roll with, to go to the movies, not the type of person that you want to go shopping with. Like, this is just not what this is not in my box. But what's outside your box may be something so it may fulfill you. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. Keep an open mind. There you go.
Keep an open mind. We actually had Chico, and Chico said, I think that it all depends on the personality and looks combined. I settle for a 6 as long as everything else is taken care of. Hygiene, style,
See?
But there would have to be a good looking 6. Like, came back, he was like, no, like, I'll settle for this, but they gotta be like a 6.9, not a 6.1.
Yeah, citizens would say pass that.
What?
Passable.
What does that mean?
Like passable.
Passable?
Yeah.
Is that a French word?
Not possible, passable. Like they can pass.
Passable. You learned something new. You definitely learned something new. We also had another comment. This comment came from Laura, and this was interesting. She said, it depends on the situation. I've dated people that many people would consider borderline ugly. Like, when somebody says borderline ugly, I'm thinking like a 2 or 3. Like, that's borderline ugly. Like, a 1 is ugly. Borderline is like 2 or 3. She goes on to say, but the only reason I did that was because I was friends with them at first, and I got to see just how great they were as a person. Looks isn't a right standard to judge someone by, but it's like shopping. If the clothes doesn't look good to you, no matter how well it was made, you wouldn't purchase it. Sad but true. I like Laura. Anybody who can give me a very, very good analogy with clothing, you're okay in my book. So Laura, if you're listening,
talk about superficial.
Yeah.
Fitting.
Moving on.